Good morning. Well, we're here at Old Ephraim's grave, one of my favorite places, and took the mothership camping, looking around. The thing I like about Old Ephraim's grave is they've honored a grizzly bear. And I'm going to tell you and do a summary of the story of Old Ephraim that took place right here. Let's go take a look at the grave. Okay. I've been here many times. So in 1924, a man by the name of Frank Clark came up here from Pocatello, Idaho to kill this grizzly bear that had been killing a lot of animals. It would take out a cow just with one swipe. And the cool thing about Old Ephraim's grave and the bear itself is he was notorious and they couldn't kill him. He used to take he would take the traps that they would set for him in their favorite wallows. And he would set a big old bear trap, great big one, tie it to a log or a tree. And that bear would carefully remove the trap from his favorite bear water unsnapped. He was really an intelligent bear. And so they erected this great big huge monument to honor this bear. And in Cache Valley, they named a cheese after him. Now this bear was massive, huge. Yeah. 9 feet, 11 inches tall. Just to give you an idea how big this bear was, I'm going to stand next to it. Could you imagine having a bear, when it stood on its feet, was this much bigger than you? I'm a pretty tall guy, but that'd put the fear of God in you. That's what I'm thinking, if you saw this bear. Let's see, I'll read what it says. This rugged 4.5 ton native stone is symbolic of a giant grizzly bear called Old Ephraim, who ranged this area for many years, killing sheep and cattle and game. Was trapped and shot near here August 1923 by Frank Clark of Malad, Idaho. Standing upright, he equaled the height of this monument, 9 feet 11 inches tall. Weighed about 1,100 pounds. Smithsonian Institute, Washington, D.C. had his skull erected by the Boy Scouts and Scouters in 1966. And they even had a poem by Nephi Bott. It's in here. It says, Old Ephraim, your deeds were so wrong, yet we build you this marker and sing you this song. To the king of the forest, so mighty and tall, we salute you, Old Ephraim, the king of them all. So Frank Clark, he was down at his camp, down a little bit further down the canyon, and he heard this sound in the middle of the night, and he thought it was a heifer giving birth. And so he took his little camp dog, and he goes up the canyon in his underwear, red long-handled underwear, and he just took a small caliber rifle because he thought, I'll just go took a lantern. And he goes up, and he gets past this little bear wall that's down here, and he sees that it's Old Ephraim. And from out of the woods, Old Ephraim's got a chain wrapped around his arm, and he busted the bear trap, and he's standing, coming at him and growling. And man, Frank Clark took off running and climbed up a tree and spent part of the night there and didn't know what to do, was scared out of his wit, and the bear was going around and around the tree. He thought, this is the end of my life. So he climbed down out of the tree and he goes back towards his camp because the bear was between him and his camp. And there was the bear again. And that bear was after him this time. And Frank Clark's little yappy dog started nipping at the heels of that grizzly bear. And he only had a couple of rounds left in a small caliber rifle that wasn't going to take out a 9 foot, 1,100 pound grizzly bear. And the dog nipped at his heels, and Old Ephraim turned his head just right, and Frank Clark drove a bullet right into his ear, and boom, the bear was dead. And here's a really cool thing about this, is they took the skull and they put it in the Smithsonian. And then the Boy Scouts came up a year later and undug the grave and stretched out and saw the the hide, how big it was. I mean, that's look as big as a tree. And I've been coming here for years. I've camped here before and had many really good experiences. And look how beautiful these wildflowers are. I mean, it's just gorgeous here today. Well, anyway, that's the story of Old Ephraim here in the mountains, up here in this canyon. Look at that purple flower up there. Look at that, so pretty. Okay, this is Ron Brown, Roger Wilco, over and out.